Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into one of Docker's most powerful tools, that is Docker Compose. Specifically, we are going to learn how to orchestrate multiple containers using Docker Compose.yml. If you're building modern applications, the chances that you will need more, this service to work together. Okay, so Docker Compose makes that super easy. So stick around. By the end of this video, you will be having a solid understanding of how to manage multi-container applications like a professional. Okay, all right. So we dive into, before we dive into the, technical stuff, let's answer a simple question. What is Docker Compose? Okay, so Docker Compose is a tool that helps you define and manage multi-container Docker applications instead of running each container manually. Okay, with long Docker run commands that I've shown you in the previous video. You can describe all your containers in their configurations, and you can interact with them in a single YML file, that is the docker compose.yml. Okay, it's pretty cool. Okay, so we will define the basic things are, we define the services in the YML file. Okay, and next is, it's easy spin up and tear down of multiple container setups. So we will be using Docker Compose up and Docker Compose down. Okay, and it facilitates networking between the containers. So suppose you have two three containers defined, so it will be trying to establish connections between these two containers or these three containers. If there is a multiple, you have multiple data sources, suppose you have a Java application or you have a React application, or suppose you have a Node.js application, and there are multiple data sources like MySQL, a caching service, or a Postgres service. So you can run everything on your, you can define everything inside the Docker compose.yml that will establish the connection between these containers. Okay, so to demonstrate, so let's see. So first of all, we'll have to set up a multi-container application, and suppose you have a different. You can have any types of applications there. So I'll be showing you via you a Java application. Okay, so let's go to the next slide where it is being shown that how the Docker Compose work. Okay, so this is the workflow and the components. Okay, so using Docker Compose. So let me explain the key points. Okay, so the Docker Compose YML file, it defines the configurations of your multi-container setup, including the services, images, ports, environment variables, etc. So in this example, it specifies that a MySQL service. Okay, so specifically, if you are able to see that there is a MySQL database and there is a MySQL password and a basic web application. Okay, so the Docker Compose tool, it will be reading the Docker Compose.yml file, and it will orchestrate the setup of the containers and will try to link them together and manage their interactions. Okay, so each service is defined inside the Docker Compose.yml. It either builds from a Docker file or it pulls an image from the repository. If you can see here that either it will bring, it will create from the Docker file that the image we had defined in the previous video. You try to remember, we had created the Docker file where we have pulled a base image. We are giving the blueprint, right? From that image, the Docker container will be built, or else what it can do, it can pulls the image from the repository. Okay, so the Docker images are used to spin up the Docker containers that run on these services. Okay, and these services, okay, like the database, are often set with restart always to ensure that it remains available. Okay, because the database should be always available. The database container has to be always available whenever the web application needs to interact. Okay, and these you can see how this arrows is showing that how it is being built and deployed into separate interlinked containers. Okay, so this setup allows you to manage and deploy complex applications easily. So if you would like to check more, I will just give you a normal demo. So Docker Compose demo where I will be explaining, I will be showing you how I can, am able to do it. So this is the, this is the Docker file that I've given. Okay, now we will go to the docker compose.yml. So in the docker compose.yml, I have defined a version. Okay, it specifies the, compose file format. Okay, and after that, I have defined the services. Okay, so in the services section, as you can see, it is the entire one where I have defined two containers. That is, one is app and one is DB. Okay, and like in the apps, okay, I have defined the image, that is the image name, and I have exposed the ports. I mapped the ports, that is 8080 to 8080, and what it depends on, and another container, that is DB. So it ensures that it starts before the so whenever it depends on the DB, so it will make sure that, because it depends on this container, this app container depends on DB, that means the DB has to be available in order to spin up this container. So what the Docker Compose will do, it will first start this DB container. That is the image that I've given, that is Postgres latest. So this Postgres latest is nothing but it is pulling from the repository. That is, whatever Postgres image that is available in the repository, it will pick it up from there. And after that, I am defining the container name, that is Postgres DB. Okay, and after that, I have given the basic, DB user setup, like the Postgres DB name, and I have given the username and the password. Okay, and I have exposed the port. I mean the maps map the port from 5433 to 5432, and in the volume, what I'm defining is I am calling, and to initialize it, like, so you, if you are initializing the DB, it will require some of the tables, like, so whatever I have written here, it's basically the tables. Okay, so in the tables, what I have done is, so you can see whenever it will start, it will just it will try to run this SQL command. What is this SQL command? As you can see, it will create the schema digiti, I mean our project name. Else, I mean, if it does not exist, it will try to create the schema. Okay, so once this has been spinned up, it will try to spin up the other container, that is the latest one that I've given, and with the data source name that I've given is this one. Okay, with the JDBC connection, it will try to connect, and after that, I have given the same thing, the overall credentials that will be required, and after that I have given some of the JPA commands, that whether the DDL will be auto, or it has to be explicitly defined. Okay, so whenever I do that, so I am inside this. So here, see, inside this, I am inside in my working directory, and here I can see that if I put ls, I am able to see that the docker compose.yml is there. So what I will do is, I will do docker compose up. So whenever I will spin up, it will do is, it will start building the containers. The first it will build the database, and after that it will build the Spring application. So if there is a successful successful build up, in that case, what will happen is you will be able to see that this application has been successfully started. So whenever I do this, see, as you can see that the DB has been started, and after that the Spring application has been also started. As you can see that it has done. So if you go here, you will see, if you go here and you see this is the Postgres DB that is being done. I mean, the container has been created, and after that it is, see, you can see that the server has been started and the create database has been completed, and after that this .sql command has been run, so that the schema has been created, and after that what it's required, so the schema has been created and the ports are mapped. Okay, and after that you will be able to see that the Tomcat is also initialized on 8080, and after that the web server service is being started. Okay, and you will see that whenever the chain sets are being run, so there is a liquid base integrated. So I will, so those of you don't know what is liquid base. So liquid base is used to create, uh, so liquid base is used to create your, basically you write some of the your table schema with XMLs, and it will convert to your DML statements or DDL statements. So here is a sample chain set. So in the master, we define what are, you register the chain sets. And suppose I write this, so you will be able to see I have created a table. So this is the overall XML format that I have given. So you don't need to worry about much. So I'm just showing you that this is basically a user table with the XML format that I've given. And in the chain set log, it will be, it is registered here. So whenever you run this, what will be, it will create all the schemas, and it will create all the tables. So if it is properly created, you will see that the tables are created. So all the chain set has been running. So I have given 4 chain sets, so everything has been running. So after that, you will see that the total chain sets are 3. So the 3 chain sets have been completed, and after that the update has been done. So once that is done, you will see that the proper DB connectivity has been completed, and you can see that the application has started properly. Okay. So if I want to, if I now the containers are created, now I will try Control C, and you will see this containers are stopped. Okay. So if I want to remove these containers, what I'll need to do is I'll need to do Docker compose down. Okay. So this is how you can, down. As you can see, your running containers have been removed. So everything has been removed. Okay. So if you want to scale up your container, there is a thing called compose up, and there is a command called scale up. Okay. Scale, and your dg die app to some other, I mean, suppose you want to scale up your applications to multiple instances of your container, right? So in those cases, what I can do is I can give Docker compose up, and the scale up, I mean, the Docker, the app will be, the scale app will be 2. I mean, you can give it to multiple instances if you want to. Okay. So that's it. I've just shown you how to use the multi-container application using Docker Compose. I hope this tutorial has helped you understand the basics of, setting up and managing multi-container environments. So if you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. And let me know in the comments what topics you would like to see next. Until then, keep coding. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.